Yo, what's up? On this video, we're going to be talking about how to quit alcohol and change your life forever. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Sobriety University. This channel is designed to help guide you through your sober process, getting clean from drugs and alcohol, and just kind of navigating some of the ups and downs that come with living a new life in recovery. So this video is about how to quit alcohol. So we're going to go over a few things that I have really helped me make those initial steps and begin letting go of the substance when I was first getting sober. And the first one is going to be meetings. So I can't say what specific meetings just because of privacy purposes. However, my guess is that you know exactly which ones they are. It's pretty obvious. And yeah, these are just so helpful. I understand that it can be intimidating at first to want to go into a group of people, share yourself, be vulnerable. It's really hard, and it kind of takes some time to warm up to. Some people dive in right away. Some people take a few months and then they go into it. For me, I took about 4 months before I started going to meetings. And once I did, it was just so helpful just to be around people that were going through what I was going through and could just feel the pain of the situation I was in. And yeah, it was just like, I'm just so grateful for it and still go today and still learn a lot. So it's kind of like an ongoing process. And I think what's cool too is you can find like a community, a lot of people that are similar minded to you, and also learn how to have your own space too. So like be with people and separate. I think it can be really easy to get enmeshed, especially when we're in our addictions, just enmeshed with everything around us. And this really teaches us how to be independent and kind of stand on our own 2 feet. Also, it's just really nice to have other people that are on the same kind of wavelength, I guess you could say, as you, wanting to have this thing out of your life. Maybe you've had some difficulties with it in the past, and it's just like a free space where you can just talk about all those things without judgment. And it's just so nice to just let that stuff out and be like, you know, you can get people agreeing and nodding and listening. Because I know for me, a lot of my drinking experiences, I would start to be vulnerable or try to be vulnerable to the best that I could, and it just was not received well, and vice versa. Like basically the group of people I was with, all we did was kind of rip on each other, and there just wasn't much love at the end of the day, and we kind of just used each other to have somebody to drink with. And of course, like, I don't really see many of those people anymore because I'm not drinking anymore. And yeah, it does kind of shine a light on maybe what a real relationship, true relationship was, and what was kind of like more of an artificial party relationship. So yeah, it's just like, I think it's really important to surround ourselves with those people that are on the same wavelengths. There's that saying that we become like the 5 most people we surround ourselves with and spend time with. And yeah, it just makes sense that like we're spending most of our time with friends that drink. It's more likely that we're going to continue drinking and want to fit in. Well, on the other hand, when we start hanging out with people that are sober and no longer are drinking, it's just kind of like, it can kind of trick us into like being more willing to give up the alcohol, because it's like, okay, I kind of want to fit in with these people. And yeah, if I continue to drink, there's a strong chance that I'm not going to have a very, very healthy relationship with these people, and they're probably not going to want to do much with me. They'll totally be understanding. It's just that like, it's just like we just see this new environment, these new healthy people, and it's just like, I want what they have, man. I'm willing to do it, do whatever it takes. And that's just kind of the attitude that kind of starts to grow once meetings start. Again, totally understand that it might not be your thing, and it might take some time to warm up to the idea. For those that aren't interested, I do offer one-on-one coaching where we can kind of go over some of this stuff, and we can talk kind of more one-to-one. You can share some of this stuff with me, and don't really have to expose yourself to a large group, because I know there can be a lot of social anxiety when we stop using. Maybe even we've always had social anxiety, and alcohol was kind of the way we numbed it, and now it's not numbing it so well anymore, and that can be really scary. So I just want to let you know that that's available feel free to email me if you're interested. I'll put the email link in the description. And we'll go on to number 2. So second way to quit is just to quit. I know that sounds obvious. Easier said than done. I understand. Some people, yeah, it can really just kind of quit cold turkey. Just kind of like one day wake up and be like, nope, I'm done. Snap the branch and just kind of move on and begin their new life. Others, it takes some more time, maybe a little resistance, maybe a little back and forth, kind of testing the waters, trying out a couple of days or weeks without it, and then going back in a little bit and seeing how it goes. Everybody's different, and you kind of got to find your own path. For me, the cold turkey approach worked on drinking for sure. I was able to just say, I'm done. This isn't fun anymore. And thankfully, I was able to just quit and be done with it. With marijuana, another one of my addictions, it took a little longer. I had to try and fail a couple times to really get the message. And then once that message did get in, those are the guinea pigs, excuse me. Boys. Okay, anyway. Well, hey addicts. So, yeah, with the marijuana, once I quit the last time, I quit for good. It did take me a couple times, as I just said, to kind of warm up to that process. And then there was other addictions that took me a lot longer. And I tried to incorporate the cold turkey approach with food, for example, and it just didn't work. Like I really see now that it would have been wiser to take like a slow back and forth, a couple days on, a couple days off, and just kind of build up. I think that's honestly the best way. And I say that because a lot of times the cold turkey approach can kind of cause like such a shock to their system that it's almost traumatic, and it can kind of like it can be a little too much too quick. Some people can handle that. So if you're one of those, definitely go for it. Don't let my words deter you from that path. For those that can't and just don't have that level of intensity, the slow burn approach might be the best way to go. And with the current addiction I'm working on, I'm trying the slow approach, and it's just been a lot easier, to be honest. And I'm finally able to say like, hey, in a couple of years from now, maybe I'll be free from this. For now though, I'm gonna dip my toes in, dip my toes out, go a little off, a little on, and over time I have a sense that I'm gonna build momentum until eventually it's more days off than on. Thankfully with alcohol though, we can quit and just be done with it. We don't have to continue to go back. It's not like we need alcohol to live. Like once we're done, we can just be done with it. So yeah, that's number 2. Yeah, so those are really the 3 ways that one can begin to quit their substance abuse and drug of choice. Taking it slow, hard and quick, and going to meetings. A combo of those. Just gotta find what works for yourself, and wish you the best of luck. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and we're going to continue talking about this stuff and diving deeper into different addictions and different topics and different how-tos, and just kind of how to maybe get through those initial first steps, and then how to maybe navigate some of the stuff that comes later on. So next video, we're going to be talking about why it might be a good time to quit, and what are some of the signs that maybe alcohol isn't starting to feel so good anymore, and we start to get this idea that we want something else in our lives. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.